Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome back to Rimworld, where we continue the tale of our 9 colonists, their 2 buffalo, their 3 but soon to be 4 hopefully camels, and of course Michael the dog. And last time out we had to deal with a very different kind of enemy, because previously the enemies we've had to fight have all been, more or less kind of person-sized. So whether they were robots or whether they were actually other people trying to kill us, they were the same size as our colonists. But last time it was all a bit different because we had to deal with a variety of bacterial baddies. Because there were lots of germs last time and all the action really was here in the hospital wing. Because there were so many illnesses. There were all sorts of terrible diseases and illnesses going around last time. And primarily the big one was the plague. And that's never a good thing, is it? That is not something that you want going around your colony. That's not high on the list of things that you would like. So, yes, a little bit of the plague happened. I think in total 5 of our people got the plague, although not all at the same time, thankfully. But I think 5 people did get the plague. They're all cured now. It's absolutely fine. And then we had one unlucky person who got a few more illnesses as well. And that was Ash. Poor Ash, sickly Ash, and your awful immune system is one of the traits of Ash. So she got ill, so she did get the plague, I believe, and I think she also got malaria, which, again, is delightful. And then I think she still does have gut worms. So it was generally an awful time for Ash. Ash did not have a lovely time last time out. So hopefully things will go better. Hopefully Ash can get rid of the unpleasant sounding gut worms and then have a slightly better day. Because that you did not have a fun time last time, Ash. We'll try and rectify that this time. So I have a very, very long list of things to go through. So as always, at the end of the previous part, I've looked through all the comments that have been made on that video, and I've gone through and made a little list of things we need to do. And there is a heck of a lot of stuff. There's so much stuff that people have suggested. So of course, keep it coming. Thank you very much for leaving comments. Please do let me know what you think in the comments and give me advice and help and stuff, because I think if it wasn't for the comments, this place would be long dead. All of our colonists would have been absolutely mercilessly butchered, or they would have had mountain roofs dropped on their heads because I was unaware that the roofs would actually fall down. So yes, thank you for leaving comments. Please do leave more to help me along in Rimworld. It's very, very, very much appreciated. So what are we going to do first on the great big list of things? Number 1 is something that we can do very quickly indeed, and that's down to here. So let's go to Beryl. And let's just adjust Beryl's doctoring skill to number 1. So she is going to be, alongside Wee Hours, our main main medical team now, because we've got a team. Previously it was just Wee Hours was the doctor, but now we've got ourselves Beryl and Wee Hours being doctors, because Beryl's got a skill of 9. That's okay. So Wee Hours 14, Beryl 9, and that's good. That means we've got 2 people doing the doctoring, which is very helpful indeed. So poor Wee Hours does not have to be summoned in the middle of the night to go and help somebody else who's got malaria or gutworms or the plague or a stubbed toe or a missing arm or whatever. So Wee Hours can have a little bit of a break there. So I think that was very important. And that was suggested in the comments. So yes, indeed. Again, thank you very much for commenting. So we've actioned that. That's quite good. Somebody else said, and it's a good idea, but we won't do this right now. Somebody suggested changing the hospital doors to auto doors. And that actually is not a bad shout. So people can get in and out of the hospital quicker. The medical people can get in and out quicker. It's an all-round very good idea. The only thing is an auto door, I believe, costs some components. Yes, 2 components. We have 4 doors on the hospital wing. We only have 8 components remaining, which terrifies the heck out of me. We need some more components soon. So, we won't be replacing all the doors, because if we replace all the doors, then we will have no components left, and no doubt something will come along where we need a component. I've also just noticed that there's a door just there. That must be a hangover from when this was all smaller rooms. Do you know what? Let's just deconstruct that. We'll deconstruct that and put a wall in there. That'll give us some wood back. They might be able to use the wood to make one of these end table things. So we'll sort that out as well. So maybe in time, maybe when we're able to get some more components or make our own or whatever, then yes, we will put these as auto doors, because I do quite like the idea of that, but we won't do it right now because it's just going to deplete our components too much, and that will make me, if we had no components, it would make me very, very nervous and sweaty. So yes, I'm not going to do that right now. Another thing that we need to look at as well is the bedrooms of Qunic and the bedrooms of Ash, because they have weird bedroom kind of requirements. So if we look here down into needs, Ash is jealous of Qunic's bedroom. So Qunic has the best bedroom. Qunic's got a lovely bedroom. And Ash is jealous. And Ash suffers quite a serious penalty to her mood because of that. So I think this is Ash's bedroom right now, I believe. So somebody said, can you just swap their bedrooms round? I mean, I do like Qunic being near here because Qunic does a lot of the research. And Qunic is, due to only having one wooden leg now, Qunic is relatively slow to move. So it's quite good that her room is just there. So can we add to Ash's room? That's what I'm thinking. Can we put some more exciting things in this room to make it a little bit more wonderful so she's happier? Now, the only thing is a bit of a lack of room to do all that. Can we move the light? Can we move the light to just here? And that frees up this corner. Maybe we could put something over there. So let's reinstall the light just there. That's fine. That plugs in over this side somewhere. So that's okay. Right, and then what can we put in this room to make it interesting? So let's go into furniture. What can we have that's going to make it really nice? I mean, we could put an armchair in there. Does that add to beauty? Do people consider these to be a beautiful thing? A beauty of 4. Okay, that sounds quite good. And it just needs 110 cloth. Oh my goodness me! Hang on, that's quite a lot, isn't it? Oh, but we do have 707. Oh, of course, because we grew our own, didn't we, over here in the cotton fields? Oh, do you know what then? Yeah, let's do that. Let's pop a little cloth armchair in. What else can we make an armchair out of? Oh my goodness me. A bird skin armchair. No, let's just have a cloth armchair. Okay, so we need somebody to move that. That's fine. They can move that down there, and we'll put the cloth armchair over there. There you go. Wee Hours is already on it, of course. So, no, that's an animal bed. Cloth armchair. Put that just there, and then we'll see if that then makes any difference. We'll see if that makes Ash's room better than Qunic's room. Now, it might be the double bed. It might be that Qunic has a fancy double bed to sleep in. Perhaps that is also something that we need to sort out. So maybe we move the work of art and then do something else. I noticed that Wee Hours there turned up for work with a beer in hand. Do you know what? I can't blame you. It's fine. You crack on. Have a little beer while doing some hardy construction. It's fine. You know, a beer before putting together an armchair. That's fine. So let's have a look. So armchair is in place. So now, has that swapped that round? You're jealous of Qunic's bedroom still, but maybe that's not quite triggered into life just yet. I'm not entirely sure. I think we need to do the double bed. I think we need to put a double bed in there, because otherwise they've got pretty much the same sort of setup. In fact, you've got an extra thing. You've got an armchair and a little daylily in there as well. So you've got extra stuff in your room. The only thing that's different is the double bed. So maybe we do need to put a double bed in, and then you might be happy. Yeah, I mean, we could easily do it by just swapping them, but I want Qunic to be up here. This has always been Qunic's room since the start, and I can't bring myself to move Qunic, because that would just be mean. So we'll see if that makes any difference. If it doesn't, we might have to get a double bed in there, but that's absolutely fine. Right, okay, that's that done. What's next on the great long list of things that we need to do? Ah yes, it's here at the sculpting table. So I keep making the occasional sculpture here or there, where it's been suggested that maybe we should just have lots of sculptures available, and we always keep, say, 5 or 6 available. So I think what we'll do is we'll just say, let's get ourselves, do until you have X. So let's do until we have, I don't know, 8 of those. Do until we have X, so small sculptures, large sculptures, sorry, maybe a bit less. And then I think we can make a super one, a grand sculpture. So do until we have maybe 2 of those. So 2 grand sculptures. So yeah, so we'll have 8 small sculptures, 6 large sculptures, and 2 grand sculptures. Although it does seem to think that we have 4 large sculptures as it is. Do we have 4? Oh, maybe it means just deployed around the place. Yes, because I bet that's one, isn't it? Yeah, okay, no, right, we need to up those then. So let's put that up by, I don't know, like, do you know what, let's just put 10 and 10, which I think is what was suggested in the comments anyway. So 10 and 10, 2 grand sculptures. Small sculptures, shall we let them be made out of anything? How much does it take? 50 ingredients. At the minute, granite. You can have limestone if you like. You can have sandstone. And also, let's actually allow jade. Let's actually get the large sculptures to be made out of jade. Because we might as well. So yes, use the limestone. Yes, use the sandstone. And yes, make this out of jade if you like. Because we got some jade. We mined it absolutely ages ago. And we're just not doing anything with it. So yeah, we might as well have a jade statue thing. And then a grand sculpture. How much does that take? 220 ingredients. Let's not make it out of wood, because that's all quite dull. Or steel. We haven't got any marble or slate. You can make it out of those other things. We could let them make it out of uranium. That might be quite cool. Although it says there, it's good for making weapons, armor, and ammunition. Do you know what? Yeah, let's not make it out of uranium. Let's keep that for more useful things rather than sort of artistic stuff. I still think that's a little bit weird. Imagine it's sort of turning up. Oh, that's a beautiful sculpture. What's it made of? Uranium. What? Uranium, the highly radioactive substance that's really quite dangerous. Yeah, that uranium. I'll just go over there, thanks. I just think it's a bit weird that uranium is just sort of thrown around in the world of Rimworld, but okay. So there we go. So yeah, we'll have to do some more mining. We have, however, zoned this out to be mined, which is lovely. So we'll hopefully get that sorted out soon in order to expand our second storage area just here. So our second sort of food storage area. It has been suggested in the comments, and I'm not going to go for it. Although I can see the logic behind it, that we should expand this into one sort of, sort of storage area. Have a storage area in here, and then have our kitchen bit expanding into here. And, I can see the logic, but no, I think we'll stick with what I was doing. It's not a bad idea, but it just requires a lot of faffing about, and everyone's busy enough as it is. Everybody is busy enough as it is. And now one thing as well, while I'm here, hang on. This thing just here, Growing Zone 7, we're going to delete Growing Zone 7 for the rice. So let's just get rid of that. So that rice will continue to grow, but then once they've actually harvested that, they will not then plant any more. And that's because we've got rice up here. They've got rice in these little hydroponic bays up there, so it's all fine. So we don't need it down here. So once that's done, it will go, and that means they spend less time out on the fields here. They can work up here, and then they can do more things. Right, okay. So that's that all looking good. We also now want to get... Now, who was our number one arty person? Definitely not Wee Hours. I think it was Kathy, wasn't it? Number one art of 10. Is anyone else better than that? I don't think there is. I don't think we're a very arty place. Oh, Mags has got 12, but then Kathy doesn't do anything else. Kathy is very much an arty sort of person, and that is it. 3. Now, see, Qunic does like art. She's got a sort of passion for it, but she's just not very good at it right now. No, let's leave it as Kathy. Kathy can go and do that, and she'll expand her art stuff anyway. So I imagine if we move time on, is Kathy going to go over to there? Is Kathy going to go over to there? Because she's doing some researching right now. I'd like you to go to the sculptor's table, please, and do the sculpting, if that's at all possible. But no, you're doing the research. Do you know what? I mean, that's fine. You can crack on with the research. That is all okay. I don't mind you doing research, because it moves us closer to nice, new, exciting things and flak armor, which is going to be very, very important. I'm quite looking forward to getting our people with some proper armor on. Now, another thing we need to look at is this just here. There are some drugs lying here. They are deteriorating because they are unroofed and outdoors. There's 14 of them, and these are kind of preventative drugs. So you can give these to somebody and it will make them, I believe, less likely. I don't think it makes them immune to certain illnesses, but it makes them less likely to get ill. And it might be a good idea for Ash to have some of those every so often, just to make sure that she does not get malaria and the plague and various other things, because she is a bit sickly. Now, the only thing is, they are on 4 out of 50. They're going to fall apart very soon indeed. So we need to just make sure there is a storage area for them to go into. I will be quite happy for them to just go into here for now. That'll absolutely do. So storage. Now, what would they come under? Manufactured? Possibly medicine? No. Drugs? Possibly. That's it. Phenoxycycline or whatever it is. So yeah, put that in there, and then we shall get Croc, I think, to just go and retrieve those. Haul. Cannot haul them. No empty accessible spot. Okay. Did I not do that right? Did I do something wrong just there? Penoxycycline, drugs. Allow fresh? Allow any of them? Allow anything to go in there? Have I done something incredibly stupid there? That doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Oh, there you go. Right, so yes, we shall haul that. Go and do that right now before they fall apart. Because we want to keep those. Right, bring them in. Yay, there we go. Right, okay, good. So they can sit there for a bit. And then we're going to work on this just here. So this here is the drug lab. This makes a lovely, lovely medicine. But at the moment to make medicine, our poor little colonists have to go all the way over here. So they go, right, go into here, grab a bottle of the neutroamine stuff, bring it back, put it on the table. Then go all the way back in here, grab a bit of cloth, come back in, put it on the table. Then walk around here, go in here and in here to grab some herbal medicine, to then bring it back, then go mix it together. When our powers combine, we become proper medicine. And then proper medicine appears, and then they have to go all the way into here and store it, and then come all the way back and start again. And that seems like a long-winded, very boring, complicated way around of doing things. So we are going to try and make that a little bit easier for our busy folks. Because, of course, the more time they're faffing about doing that, the less time they're going and doing other things like building stuff and chopping down trees and doing mining and all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the fueled stove. I just don't think we need it anymore. We've got plenty of food in reserve, so if power now does switch off and the electric stove doesn't work, we're fine. We've got 77 simple meals. That should suffice, he says, knowing full well that something bad will happen to all the food because Rimworld. So let's get rid of this. Let's deconstruct that. And then in here, we'll put some shelves. So we'll put some shelves, and on those shelves we can have herbal medicine on the shelves, and we can have cloth, and we can have the neutroamine stuff, and they can sit there, and that means people can just go, right, grab the stuff, grab the stuff, grab the stuff, make something, put it here. And they could put the medicine there, I suppose. I don't mind them putting it back in there, but yeah, I kind of like the idea of them putting stuff just here. It just seems to be an easier kind of approach to things. So I think that's what we'll do. I would like to get an extra load of shelves in, if that's at all possible. That thing can probably be moved. Can we move this somewhere? I'm not really too bothered about this thing. Can we just move it somewhere else? It makes the room slightly prettier, yes. Can we just get rid of it? Can we reinstall it somewhere? Let's just put it somewhere else. Let's just pop it in the research room to make the research room a little bit more exciting. Because at the moment it's a bit drab, isn't it? It's got a couple of lamps and some boring techie stuff. Let's put a nice little flower in there. And then I think we can move that. So just reinstall that just there. So it should still cast a similar amount of light. And that means that this will be able to have a few, we can have an extra sort of shelf there, which might be quite helpful. We also need to deconstruct that chair. We'll get rid of that, which is marvellous. That is a big chunk of steel, which is very welcome indeed. And they're using that wood to create the end tables. Colonist needs treatment. Oh, it's ash. Of course you do. Right, ash. Get back there. And do you know what? Beryl, you can do this. So we've deconstructed that. Beryl, you can tend to ash. So we always had got that reserved, but now we're going to go and get Beryl to do it, to make Beryl just become a little bit more proficient at being a doctor. I like the way Qunic's just out here oh shit, visiting a grave. That is what I sort of was going to joke, saying, oh, Qunic's visiting a grave. Qunic really is visiting a grave. Oh, that's quite sad in a way. I mean, it's lovely that she's going to remember, but in a way that's very, very sad. Hang on, how's the needs going there? My friend Jova died. Oh, such a wonderful person gone forever. The universe gets darker every day. Oh, Qunic, I'm very sorry. And also, I do realise that you're hobbling around on a peg leg still. I need to sort that out as well. Yeah, in the comments, it was pointed out that I said I will sort out a leg for Qunic and then didn't. We'll do that shortly. Let me just sort of do all this stuff first, and then we'll get Qunic's legs kind of fixed. Ash is still jealous of Qunic's bedroom. That is somewhat unfortunate. Yeah, we might need to put a double bed in here or something like that. We'll have a fiddle about with that later on. We'll see if we can make that work. But surely a double bed is going to make that way better, because that room's got a chair in. Okay, it's not quite as big. It's not as big as Qunic's room. But if it's got a double bed in, it's got everything that Qunic's room has in it, and also it can have an armchair and a little plant as well. So a double bed surely is going to make that better. So we'll try and work on that as well. Also, 2 of the 3 shelves I told them to put in are in. So we just need to wait for the 3rd shelf to go in, and then we can muck about with the sort of storage settings on those things. Also, just checking in on Michael the dog, because Michael the dog just sort of gets on with it now. He just pootles about, he has his food, he walks around, he just does Michael the dog things. But yeah, he's absolutely fine. His tail is still torn off, it hasn't grown back miraculously. So, but yeah, it's good to see that he's, still sort of loving life. He seems relatively happy. He's had a bit of food recently, and he's having a nice rest now. So yeah, Michael the dog is okay. And the 3rd shelf is in. I had to give them a little nudge to go and get some granite because we'd actually used up all of our granite chunks. But there we go. So it's all fine. So now we can go into here. We'll turn off weapons because for some reason when you build a shelf, the default is to stick a load of weapons on it, which is all a bit weird. So now onto these. Let us allow. So we want to have the amine stuff, which I just saw. So that's the liquidy stuff. That's that stuff. And then we want to have cloth as well, which is textiles. So allow cloth to go on those. So allow cloth, amine, and the medical stuff. Where is that? So medicine and the herbal medicine. So have herbal medicine and amine and cloth on those. And then we want to make that slightly higher priority. So priority critical. Priority critical, and then we'll copy that onto those, and they will start loading those up with lovely things. But do we want... Hang on. Right, okay. Have that on that one. Right, and then copy the settings for that, and then go there and paste the settings. This one here, priority critical. In here, why don't we just say, in here, allow medicine, and then do you know what? Do we want to put glitter world medicine in? We'll just allow medicine, so they can get the raw ingredients off of these 2, and then put the final stuff onto here, and then maybe they'll take stuff out of here as well. I don't know. Do you know what? Actually, let's adjust the priority on that one over there. If we can get the thing. Oh, botherations. There we go. Granite shelf. So don't allow herbal medicine on that one. And then don't allow herbal medicine on that one either. It's an awful granite shelf. Yay. So don't allow herbal medicine on that either. And hopefully they will start sorting that sort of thing out. So let's have a look. So yeah, there you go. Mags has put that onto that shelf immediately. That is marvellous. Oh, we've got a load of potatoes coming in. We've got a load of potatoes. We're so sorted for food. We're still going through 443 corn and 105 rice. And now we're going to have massive sacks of potatoes as well. Oh, it's looking great for food. Right, cloth going on to these. Look, this is very encouraging. Okay, but I mean, okay, put stuff on the other ones as well. You're just loading these up with cloth. What about this stuff? Okay, hang on. Right, maybe not that one for cloth. Maybe we should just have a amine one, a cloth one, and whatever the other one is, herbal medicine one. Maybe that's what we should do. Because otherwise it just seems that Croc is just loading them up with cloth. Okay, right, change of plan. Let's do that. One can be cloth, one can be herbal medicine, one can be amine stuff. Let's hope that maybe this works a little bit better. Okay, so we've rejigged that round a bit. So yeah, now there you go. We can see what we're doing. So the amine stuff on the bottom, then cloth, then herbal medicine. There you go. Look how quick that was to grab those things. And they drop them off in here. But I don't so much mind them putting them back over in the hospital. That is absolutely fine. I don't really mind them having to do that. Oh no. Hull started a social fight with Mags. Okay. Right, what have you two been doing? I mean, it was over very, very quickly. Let's have a quick look what's happened. So it was just fisticuffs. Mags bashed Hull, bashing her torso. Lots of bashy. Ooh, Mags has come out of that somewhat worse off. So all sorts of cracked right humours, cracked tibia, cracked jaw. Oh dear, ladies, what are we going to do with you? And let's just check why. Mags called Hull a rogue. This drove Hull into a rage and she began a fight. Okay. Because, here we go. So Hull, hang on. So Mags and Hull talked about narwhals. Okay, right. That's not the most obvious of things. Oh, hang on. That was 2 hours ago. Okay. So they had a chat about narwhals. That was probably really nice. They got on then, chatting about narwhals. That's fine. Hull then subtly shamed Mags's stylishness. So she slighted Mags, and then Mags then came back and called Hull a rogue, and that made Hull cross, and then she launched a bit of an attack. Okay, right. You two, children, get into the hospital. Oh, that's reserved by Mags. Hang on a minute. That's reserved by Mags. Hang on. How many beds have you got? Oh, did I click on that one there? Right, maybe we should put you down here. Let's not put you in adjacent beds because you're just going to beat each other up, aren't you? So there we go. And now we need wee hours. We need to drag wee hours out of bed, even though I was saying that we shouldn't have to. But there we go. Because, yeah, the other person is... Oh, no, it's Beryl. Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, no, Beryl, go over here, would you? Do some tending, would you? That'd be fine. Go and do some of that. Hey, I thought it was Mags. I thought it was Mags that was the backup doctor. But no, it's Beryl, so it's all fine. Although Beryl does seem to be shirking her duties a little bit. Okay, that's good. So you can tend to some illnesses. Do you know, we'll get wee hours as well. Go and tend to Hull. Let's just get Hull back on her feet a bit quicker. There we go. Bit of medicine. Those two are still slagging each other off, even though they're in hospital beds. Come on now. Come on. Just stop it. Just shake hands, make up, and be friends again, please. Okay, so Mags has got out of her hospital bed, and she's took off her jeans. Okay. I mean, okay, this is all fine. I assume that she's taken them in here, and she's going to swap them with some clothes that are not quite as horrible anymore, because they've reached a level where they're not good enough quality. And that's one of the things they do have, is that they have to put on some clothes that are half decent. So let's have a look then. So in terms of gear, you're wearing some camel hide pants that are poorly made, but they're 95% sort of there. So, okay, that's fine. What was wrong with these? Are these just falling apart? Oh, 55%. I think that might be our limit, mine at 55%. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, you crack on, you do that. Can you go back to bed, please, Mags? You've got a different bed. Going to the same bed. That means we've got to wash the sheets of... Hang on a minute. Do we ever wash the sheets? Hang on. How do we do this? Oh, someone's got sensory mechanized. I wonder who that's going to be. Do we ever clean the sheets? Maybe that's why there's so many illnesses. Where's the washing machine? Where are the toilets? Oh my goodness me! It's a complete shock that there's no way of making anything clean. Right, okay. Sensory mechanized. Is it Ash by any chance? And it's Ash. Yes, there we go. Okay, right. Ash has got sensory mechanites, which means that Ash is going to come into here to want some treatment. I think it's about time we went down to where was it? A sign. Ash needs one of these things. So she needs to have a drug policy in. Let's manage the drug policies. Can we copy a policy? Can we copy the tea and beer policy? I don't think we can. I think we might need to make a new one just for Ash to then give her that stuff, penoxycycline or whatever it is. We need to give her that every 6 days or so. So let's just create a new policy just for Ash, just to stop her being so dreadfully ill. There we go. So a new drug policy has been set up. It's called Ash's Meds. Ash is the only one to have that drug policy. And it's the same as the beer and the tea one. So that she can have a beer every day if the mood and recreation values are within those ranges. And she can have a cup of tea every 2 days, which does sound slightly torturous, doesn't it? A cup of tea every 2 days. One every 2 days. I'd just be exhausted. But there we go. So again, if mood and recreation allow. And then down here, penoxycycline, that one there, the drug thing that's hopefully going to stop her getting quite so ill. Every 6 days it was suggested in the comments, so I shall absolutely put that in. And then it doesn't matter about her mood and her recreation because it makes no difference. We want her to have that to stop her getting ill, and she can take one of that. And I assume that she uses that. Like, you can have the beer and you can have the tea. I assume they do have that. So again, every 6 days, I want you to take this. And they look like little sort of pill things. So I don't think it's, she's not injecting herself or anything. I think she takes the little pills. So, okay. And Ash's Meds is assigned to Ash. So maybe a bit late for the, whatever it was, the sensory nanite things. But yeah, hopefully that will stop her getting other illnesses in the future. Qunic has experienced an inspiration. She is going to shoot more accurately for the next 8 days. Okay, that's marvellous. Do you know what? That is better than something bad happening. So while it might not be the most useful of things, I will absolutely take that rather than a load of monsters crashing onto your fields and destroying everything and blowing your people's legs off. So yeah, absolutely. We'll have nice, happy things. Thank you. Also, Qunic, I think it's time. I think we do the operation to give you your left leg back. So right leg, is a wooden peg leg, I believe. So let's see if we can give her another leg. So here we go. Install peg leg, left leg. Yeah, that looks about right. So yes, give her a peg leg on her left leg. What do we need? Do we need anything? 1 medicine and 1 wood. Can we not give her something slightly better? Can we not give her something slightly better than a wooden leg? I don't think we can. So, okay, right. Install your new peg leg. So, yeah, you're going to have a couple of legs. Yeah, only needs a bit of wood. We've got 14 wood. So here we go, Qunic. Can you please report to hospital? No, Qunic, report here now. Rest until healed. You're going in for an operation, Qunic. I assume it still stands. Yep, absolutely. And we want wee hours to do it. So here we go. Let's go and operate on you. The place looks relatively clean, except there's a little bit of dirt in the doorway. But they're in the fancy hospital bed, and it's got the nice sterile floor. So wee hours just getting all the things that she needs. Look, she's put something just there. There's a grizzly bear hunting Croc. This is somewhat unfortunate. Where is the grizzly bear? Jump to location. Okay, where's Croc? Okay, wow. Wow. That grizzly bear has the best eyesight ever in that it can see through multiple walls. That is a bit ridiculous, Rimworld. Come on. Yeah. Croc's going into there and drinking beer. He's not even anywhere near this area. So how is this bear going to do anything? Hang on. Do we need to be a little bit worried about this bear? Is it going to try and... well, it can't get in unless it's going to start slamming itself against the walls and, to make a hole to come in. I don't think we need to worry. I think we can just completely ignore the bear, although possibly Colonel might be at risk. If it's not going to attack Croc, it might attack Colonel. And no, he doesn't seem to care about Colonel. It's just, for some reason, it just really, really hates Croc. And now it's got so bored of that, it's just wandering away. Oh, I saw that thing there and thought, oh no. Okay, right. How is it going? Doctor, can we have a report? Okay, hopefully it's looking good. Lots of blood coming out. Right, so we're just duct taping a bit of wood to the end of your leg. But there we go. So 2 peg legs and some anaesthetic as well. But Qunic now has 2 legs once more. 2 wooden legs. So, it might be... She might be a little bit slower than she was previously, when she had 2, normal legs, but at least she's going to be not hopping around on a wooden leg anymore. So there we go. Qunic, you've got 2 legs. You can thank me later. I think the last thing we're going to look at in this part is adding in the orbital trade beacon, because again, it was pointed out in the comments, we've got a comms console, which allows for trading with spaceships that come by, but we haven't got a trade beacon. So we can't actually trade anything. So the people could come to us and say, hello, can we trade some stuff? And then we just sort of look up at the sky and go, I don't know how to get it up there. So we can build ourselves an orbital trade beacon. It's 40 steel and 1 component. And you know what? We've got some components back from somewhere. So we've got 17 now. That we did only have 8. So I don't know where they've come from. So yeah, we can build ourselves an orbital trade beacon. And that means that we can trade anything that is within range of this. So how about if we put that just there, that means it covers a lot of our weapons and also it'll cover our statues. So let's put that, say, just there. Let's pop it just there, I think. So we'll put an orbital trade beacon in just there. It doesn't require that much stuff. Also, can we get another one of these in? Can we get another one of those things in? Because that would be marvellous if we could. That'd be great. Just get the one across the top, possibly. So yeah, let's build a copy, and I think that one goes just there, doesn't it? No, it does not. No, hang on. Destroy that. Hang on, try again. Build a copy just there. Is that about right? Yay, there we go. So yeah, that has to go just there, and I think one will go down there, and another one will come down here. But that is another one of those in. Remind me how much they require? How much do they require again? It doesn't tell me there. Hang on. Production, hydroponic space, and 100 steel and 1 component. Do you know what? I'm tempted to get another one of those in. How much steel have we got? 617. Should we get another one of those in, possibly? Yeah, I think we get another one of those in. So I think in order to get one into there, that's going to have to come down, isn't it? Or is that going to come down here? Oh, I need my diagram. I need my diagram. I can't remember how it works. However, that must come down this way. There must be one just there that comes down. So maybe we'll do that. I have just thought that we can't do the entire thing. We can't fill this entire bit up with hydroponic space, can we? Because no one can walk through. Or can they walk through them? Oh no, they must be able to walk through them because they can walk through to just here, look. They must be able to harvest these ones when they're surrounded by other ones. So yeah, I guess they can just sort of sidle through them. Like, there's a little bit of a gap. They can just about squeeze through. Okay. Yeah, maybe we put that one down there then. So let's build a copy. Let's get another one of those in. So let's put it... Oh no, where was it? Was it there? Damn you, brain. No. It was one down, of course it was. Right, hang on, build a copy. There we go. Marvellous. Right, so 2 more of those in. That's going to be no bad thing. Why? Oh, I was going to say, why is the power gone off? But no, that's fine. They do go off at night time, don't they? That's fine. And Qunic is no longer incapable of walking. And Qunic is back at her post. Oh, well done, Qunic, with your 2 peg legs. But you just don't care. You just don't care. You were a former mafia boss, weren't you? You're a former mafia boss. A couple of peg legs ain't going to bother you. And it has become the 1st of September, 5502. And with it being September, it means that summer has gone and it is now fall/autumn, depending on where you are in the world, of course. So things are going to change around this area of the map because, of course, as autumn comes and goes, then it'll be winter and it'll be very, very cold and all the plants will die out. Now, of course, we have had a cold snap, I think, in the previous 2 autumns we've had. So I'm expecting that to happen again. I'm expecting us, because, Rimworld, I'm expecting a cold snap to come and kill off all the plants. But that's fine. We've got plenty of food in reserve. We're slowly working on building this up and the 2 new bays are in, so that's lovely. So we're going to get some more rice out of that, which is very, very nice indeed. And I've got a bit of a plan for down here. I think when these are gone, when there's nothing in these and the cold has killed all the plants, I think we should expand these out a little bit. So let's expand this bit down to our production room. Bring that down to, say, just here maybe. Pop a little door in here so you might be able to get in from this corridor as well. And that's just so we can build extra workbenches, because as we research more things, I imagine we're going to have to get some more workbenches in. So we'll expand that down and just see how that works. And then we could also expand our food storage room as well. So our main freezer, if you like, we could bring that down a little bit as well. Now, I'm not saying we should expand it all the way down here because that's going to take a heck of a lot of resources, but maybe we could just double it. Look, it's currently what, 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of tiles from top to bottom as we look at it here. So maybe we could just double that, bring it across here. So bring another wall like down here and double the space in there. Because that's no bad thing. That's got to be a positive, to have more food storage in there. That's got to be very, very good indeed. And if we do it in winter, it doesn't really matter if we have holes in the walls because it's going to be really cold anyway. Although if we work it properly, we should be able to sort of sort that out. We'll build the walls first and then take out the interior walls or whatever. But yeah, we'll make it work. We shall figure that out. So I think that's what we're going to do. But of course, it's going to take a little while yet. And that's sort of me. That's me assuming that the game isn't going to throw some terrible things at us, like robot monsters. Or I'm still waiting for the Kraken to come out of here and start lashing at us with tentacles and stuff. So yeah, that's the long-term plan. I think that's quite a good idea. And I still want to get this expanded as well. I still want to move that out a little bit just to get a little bit more room in this storage area as well, because you can never have too much storage. So yeah, that will come in useful. And I think what we'll do is we'll leave it for now. We're at a pretty good point to leave it. Everybody is kind of healthy except Ash, but Ash never is. So yeah, it's fairly quiet, which is always a bit worrying in Rimworld, but there we go. So I think it's a good point to leave it. And we've done quite a lot of stuff, although we haven't really moved time on very much. And it doesn't look like we've done loads of stuff, but loads of stuff has been actioned. So, yeah, like Qunic's got 2 legs now again. Hooray, well done, Qunic. And Beryl is now one of our 2 doctor teams. So we have a little medical team now, which is marvellous. We've sorted this bit out here. We've sorted this out here with the medical supplies. We've got ourselves the what's that? The sort of the natural medicine stuff. The cloth and the nutramine is next to the bench where they make medicine, so they don't have to keep wandering around to get it. They can make that fairly quickly. And yeah, Ash has got that new sort of drugs program thing, so she can have the preventative pills to hopefully stop her getting quite so ill. So we've done quite a lot of important things, and I think a lot of the stuff that was in the comments we have gone through and sorted. I don't think we've quite done this bit yet. That was mentioned in the comments. And we still need to work on this room here because that's all a little bit strange. But do you know what? I think it's okay. And yeah, we're going to leave it for now. We should come back next time and just see how we get on. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most splendid indeed. And also, if you are not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in Rimworld. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. The pyramids was built far away, the terracotta was built far away, and the Great Wall was built far away. Far away sounds like a very good place to go, doesn't it? Greece! You handsome devil, Alexander. Hello there. King Nipplehead is not at the bottom of the table. I'm above him. Oh, and that was a rather ill-advised move.